Hey everybody, it's Mike, aka That Reseller Guy. It's Friday. I'm a little bit behind as usual because on Friday mornings I usually go to some estate sales and to an auction house. I did some purchases at the auction. I kind of struck out at the estate sales, but I'm still going to show you that footage later. I also got a few images from the auction as well, so I can kind of show you what happens there. If you're new to the channel, my name is Mike. I'm a picker in Arizona. I sell on eBay, Amazon, and an antique booth, or wherever else I can find avenues to sell things. And here's what I sold today. Actually, this sold overnight. I sold 6 items for a total of... I moved the screen, so let me look. 6 items for $213.02. All right, so let's go over the items and see what I sold. The first item is the last one of these. I sold a couple of these yesterday. This was the last one. I sold the others for $7 each on an offer. This one, they paid full price, $9.99 plus $3 to ship. So $13 for this Fiesta Bowl coin toss medallion. The next is NKOTB, these great New Kids on the Block trading cards. These were made by Topps back in like 1991, 1992 when they were at the height of their game. I got a bunch of boxes of these. They made 2 different series. This series 2 is a little bit harder to get, so it sells for a little more. It sold for $19.99 shipped. I may have talked about it the other day on one of my thrift hauls, but I bought a bunch of Girl Scout patches. I put them into 3 different lots. This was one of them. These are all individual patches for, these are like for cadets. This one's like Girl Scout Way, and there's multiples of most of these. Some of them are for junior Girl Scouts. This one is for staying fit. So there's all kinds of different badges or patches that they can get. This is a lot of, there's 33 of them here. It sold for $39.99 shipped. I still have 2 more lots to sell. I paid like $23, I think, for all of the different Girl Scout patches I have. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to get $120 back because I think I did 3 different lots of $39.99 each. So that's a pretty good return. So keep your eyes open for Boy Scout and Girl Scout items. All right, check this thing out. This thing is kind of crazy. This is Pimp from the movie Blood Dolls. Never saw it. Made by Full Moon Toys. This thing's kind of crazy. You can see what he looks like all there, but check out that face. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I've had this for a while. I bought this along with the Insane Clown Posse figures that I sold. I'm all out of those. This was the last one I had, so I sent an offer, like I was showing yesterday, how you do send an offer on items that you have washers on. I originally had this, I think, at $35 shipped. I gave them an offer of $20 shipped, and they took it. This is pretty big, so it's going to cost me, I think, $12 probably to go to the buyer. I'm going to check Pirate Ship, see if it can go a little cheaper. Maybe I can get it for $9 or $10. But I'm not making a whole lot, but I'm moving it, getting that shelf space, and again, making a few dollars. Now, this plane here, I've had this for a long time. I wouldn't doubt that it's been in my inventory for 2 years. So much to where I put it to the back of the shelf and put boxes in front of it. It's just one of these big bulk items that even though it's really cool, they just don't sell that great. It's made by Ertl, so I mean, it's a great brand. And it's this Ace hardware, you know, kind of like this airplane. It's a bank. I don't think... No, you'll see the picture here. I'm not sure if it shows just the box, but either way, this is a big item. And I picked it up for, I think, $5. I sold it for $19.99 plus $15 for shipping. So there's about $35 all in. The last item out of my eBay store, unless you read Korean, let's see if we can get this to focus. Here, put it in front of my face, see if it'll focus. This is a baseball from the 2001 World Series. This is the one the Diamondbacks won. This is Byung-Young Kim. And his autographs are very sought after. There's not a lot of them out there, and they sell really well. I had this listed at $99.99, and again, I had sent an offer to somebody using the send offer feature for $75, and they bought it. I have about $10 into this ball because I bought a whole bunch of these 2001 World Series signed balls 6 months ago or so from a local auction. Been slowly selling them off, but this is the most valuable one. Byung-Young Kim, we called him BK. The funny thing about him is during the World Series of 2001, he was terrible. He blew 2 saves in the 9th inning. The Diamondbacks could have won a couple games earlier. So he was kind of the GOAT of the World Series, but we came back to win in Game 7. So luckily, we still love him. All right, that was all that I had for eBay. 6 sales, about $200 and some. I did have one Amazon sale. That was for $39.99. It was a pretty princess game. I've said in many of my videos, it's one of my favorite games to sell. They sell easily for the $40 range. People will price them less, but there's no reason to go less than $40 because they will sell eventually. Some go a little bit higher, but this one here, $39.99 on Amazon. All right, as I said earlier, I went to a couple of estate sales this morning, and then I went over to an auction. Let me show you some footage from that. I'm not sure how it worked out because this is actually the first time that I shot any footage when I was going in and out of estate sales. Again, most places don't like you filming, and I just don't want to make a big deal out of it, so I was trying to kind of hide my camera as I was taking the footage. So let's check it out. I'm going to go ahead and estate sale right back here behind me. I don't think it's going to be very good. I'll let you know.
They're not worth much when you tear them off.
Yeah.
But I got some illness
Oh, do you really?
from when they first came out.
Oh, wow.
All right, you too. Oh, I just thought it was going to be in my box. That stuff is free. And the top ones, I think, is really high. Yeah, the top ones are actually really high. It's hard to get people back on it.
Right.
But I enjoy it.
Right? But you know, like that person, I gotta wash it though.
Oh, no, you just gotta wash it for a hot minute and then you dry it out. Put it back.
As I expected, nothing there. Only reason I stopped there was because it was 1 mile from my house. There's another one I'm hoping to hit before I get to the auction, so let's check it out. The next estate sale is right here. I'm not sure what this one's going to have inside, but again, I don't have a whole lot of high hopes for this one. All right, nothing there either. It's kind of bright behind me. All right, gonna head over to Mesa Auction, empty-handed.
Whoa. All right, and with that, we got the lamps. Both, one money, and I got 2 for both and 3. $3, 3 and 4 and 5, and 5 and 6 and $7, 7 and 8, 8, 9 and $10, 10 and 12 and 12, $15, 15 and 17, 17, 15 and 25. 20 and 22 now, 22, 50 and 25, 25 and 27 and $30. 30 bucks. Sold 27.
All right, let's check out what I bought at the auction. I bought a total of 7 items. I only spent $28 at the auction, so I didn't spend too much. Price per item was pretty low. Let's check out what I got. First thing, there was a stack of sports cards, and it was actually hidden in the very bottom of a box. I just happened to dig through the box and saw that they were in there. There was a couple good ones. There's a couple of these like refractor type cards. What's neat about these is they're serial numbered on the back down at the bottom. Each of these is numbered out of 25. My guess is I'll get $3 to $4 a piece for these. These 3 cards are all Yankees. They're kind of dual player cards. Actually, he was a Yankee after. That's when he's with the Astros. But you got like Mariano Rivera, Jason Giambi. And these are all serial numbered as well on the back. You can see one of them's numbered out of 25. These will all go between, we'll just say $2 to $5 a piece. Next, I bought a box that had 6 of these. These were from Blockbuster Video, if you want to do a little flash backwards. Most kids today aren't going to know what Blockbuster Video is, but if you've been around like me, you went and rented videos from there a lot. But this was something special they must have had for the Peanuts or for Charlie Brown. And it looks like they're all the same. Actually, this one is different. So there's two different. There's 4 of these that have Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and is that Sally in there? It's called A Very Merry Whirl Around. I looked up the barcode on Amazon. The only ones on Amazon are like $30 a piece. I really don't think I'll get that much for them. I actually haven't looked them up on eBay yet, but I bought all 6 of them. And let me double check. I think I paid $5 for these. I paid $5 for all 6. So I literally have 80 cents a piece into these. So if I were only to get $15 or $20, whether I sell them at my booth or eBay, whatever, it's a nice little return for $5. I bought 2 of these Frosty bobbleheads. These I paid $2 for the pair. What's a neat thing about the box lot auction is, let's say there's this big box of stuff right here, but all you want out of the whole box is just these 2 Frosties. So you pull them out, you tell the guy, you let him know, hey, I want to start this at $2 or $3 or whatever, and he'll start it for you. So I paid $1 a piece for these. Worst cases, I'm going to get, I'll say $10 a piece for these out of my booth at Christmas time. I haven't looked them up on eBay. I don't know if they're really worth anything. But either way, $10 a piece. I paid $1 each. Next box kind of had a bunch of different stuff in there. The first part of it is a bunch of trains. I don't know a lot about trains. I know some can be worth a lot. These are all plastic, so they're not really that old. There's a bunch of little people that are still hinged that probably are part of some set. There's a bunch of like railroad crossing signs and other stuff. I'm just going to lot all this together, probably put it pretty cheap on eBay. I don't think there's any engines in here. I think these are all just different type of rail cars. I'll just lot it together and see if I can get, $20-25 for all of it. In that box there was 3 pop figures. So I bought that box for $5 as well, but I got 3 pops. This one's an Assassin's Creed person, Aguilar. This is from George Denborough. And from Five Nights at Freddy's, this is Stanley. These aren't expensive ones, but again, if I get $5 a piece, that's 15, so it's 3 times my money plus whatever I get from the train, so a nice little return as well. This next box was pretty big. This was a huge box. It had a couple games in it that I didn't want, but it did have 2 games that I did. So I only paid $2 for this box. So I got this old backgammon game. The rest is this old, or the other one is this Cribbage Master game. Again, this is kind of a vintage cribbage board. It's got some other junk in here, but oh, it must have been a Christmas present. Let's see what it says. Nana and Papa, Merry Christmas and love from Jeffrey. So Jeffrey must have bought this for his grandparents, and they definitely used it. Not too much, but this is a nice cribbage board. It's a nice oversized one. I haven't looked up comps, but a lot of cribbage boards will sell $15-20, somewhere in that range. With the box, vintage. Doesn't smell like old people, so hopefully I'll get, $25 or so for this. Alright, the last thing is some more pop figures. These are all loose ones, but I paid $5 for this whole box. First thing it has is this Daryl Dixon bobblehead. I'll probably get at least $5 in my booth just for that, so the rest will be all profit. They're all either Walking Dead, or I think there's a couple others. So we got Daryl, I believe that's Carol. Duplicate Daryl. Oh, I forget his name. He's dead now, I think, but I forgot what his name is. We got the grandfather. Oh, God, I'm doing so bad. I'm remembering Walking Dead character's name. What's his name? In the comments. We got him. He's dead too. We got Merle. I remember Merle's name. Then we got this guy from, I think he's from Game of Thrones. I think he's the wolf. And we got a couple Orange is the New Black. I didn't watch that show, so I don't know what her name is or her name. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I paid 50 cents a piece for those. And then these are free. I got some of these little mini pops. So there's 1, 2, 3. Then some keychains. 4, 5, whoever that is. And then 2 of whatever these figures are. I'm not sure what these are from. But there's another one of that guy after he lost his leg. So, again, these are loose pops. They're not worth a ton, but they will sell for easily $3 each in my booth. I got 10 of them. That's $30. The other stuff I'll lot together, probably get another 5. So $35 in my booth for $5 purchase. All right, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, check out that subscribe button. If it's red, please click on it and subscribe. Tomorrow's Saturday. My plan is to hit some garage sales in the morning. If I do, I'm going to take a little bit of footage from there, try to show you what I got. Hopefully I can find some good things, because lately I haven't done too well garage selling. I hope you do. So go out and hit some sales. Leave down in the comments. If you find something cool this weekend, let me know. All right, I'll see y'all next time.